This is ordinance. This is ordinance. Trust me, I did. It happened to me when I went and sat down over here. It's all
I
good.
just left one meeting. I forgot this is a free meeting.
All right, let's roll, everyone. Calling this meeting to order. This meeting was advertised pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act and JSA 10:4-6 through 10:4-21. Notices were placed in the official publications for Monroe Township, i.e. South Jersey Times, Courier Post, and the Sentinel of Gloucester County. And a copy of the notice is posted on the bulletin board at the municipal complex. Please note, this meeting will be live streamed on the township's YouTube channel in accordance with Ordinance 056-2024. A link of the copy of this recording will also be posted on the township's website for the public to view at their convenience. Everyone please rise and salute to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Mr. Cope?
Here.
Council Vice President Mrs. Adams is excused. Mrs. Fox?
Here.
Council President Mr. Heverly is excused. Mr. O'Reilly?
Here.
Mr. Rossi?
Here.
Mr. Valentine?
Here.
Mayor Wolf?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kurz?
Here.
Solicitor Mrs. Zimmerman?
Here.
Business Administrator Mr. Dehart?
Here.
Director of Code Enforcement Mr. Sebastian?
Here.
Director of Community Affairs Mrs. Park is excused. Director of Parks and Recreation Mr. Bruno is excused. Director of Public Safety Mr. Rump?
Here.
Director of Public Works Mr. Dilks is excused. Director of Real Estate Ms. Pizzatski is excused. Chief Financial Officer Ms. Boyer, she's here, she went upstairs. Police Chief McBride.
Here.
And myself, Deputy Municipal Clerk Jen Harbison, here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of Ordinance Committee meeting May 14th, 2025?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. Ordinances for review. Bond ordinance, various capital improvements. Can I get a motion to forward for first reading?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. Chapter 295-10, nuisances. Ask for a motion to forward for first reading.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chapter 239-9 and Chapter 239-10, refuse collection, recycling and source separation, automated trash recycling collection, and additional automated collection containers. Can I get a motion to forward to first reading?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. Chapter 175-163.4, cannabis, greenhouses, and distance between facilities. Can I get a motion to forward to first reading?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Chapter 175-135, land management, signs. Can I get a motion to forward for first reading?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Tax abatement 3511 South Shore Drive, Block 8811. Motion to forward to first reading.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. All right. Matters for discussion. Does anyone have any matters to discuss this evening? Seeing none. Any new business from council to discuss this evening? Seeing none. Any old or unfinished business to discuss this evening? Seeing none. This time, can I get a motion to open public portion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. Anyone from the public wishing to speak on ordinances or any discussion related to ordinances this evening?
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Chris Wood. I'm the owner of 3852 SBHP. which is a cannabis-based business that has an existing resolution for indoor cultivation. And regarding 175, 163-4, I would request that there'd be some provision for some chain link fence or see-through fencing, that the existing cultivation requirements for setbacks remain as is, that cameras and monitored security systems be required, and that multiple greenhouses are allowed on the same lot.
How did we write it up? So you're asking for changes to what we just proposed this evening? Is that, I just want to make sure I understand what you're asking for.
I think most of that's already in there, right? The
Well-
security's already in there. I can double check, but I know we didn't take the camera security piece out. I know
Yep.
we didn't take the armed guard piece out. We didn't take
I think it's all.
none of the
It's-
none of those.
okay.
I think it calls for 8-foot chain.
Well, that's what I mean.
None of the security regulations were removed from the regular cannabis piece of the ordinance. They just added the ability in certain locations where we're not close to residential to possibly be able to put the greenhouses, hoop houses on there.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
don't, we didn't. My understanding is every security restriction or requirement is still in place.
Still intact?
Yes.
In the orange, okay.
Is there a currently proposed armed security?
That's been in the ordinance since inception.
I thought that was just for retail establishments, not for cultivation establishments.
I would have to verify that.
And
Do you-
yeah, that's for 17 new NJAC 1730-10.3.
Well, the administrative code might have one, but
Okay.
our ordinance can be more restrictive.
Correct.
So I can double check that, but
So how do we want to handle this?
Is this just cultivating or manufacturing too?
Cultivation, sir.
manufacturing's already been set.
Yeah, that's all.
It's already
been set in
first reading, right?
They still have buffers in there, I'm looking at it now.
For the cultivation piece, Mayor?
I think it calls for 8-foot chain.
Yes,
link fence.
8-foot fencing.
It says outdoor cultivation areas shall be protected by a security alarm system and a 24-hour video surveillance system that is continuously monitored and capable of detecting power loss. That's on page 11. That's something new that was being added. Is that?
So the
That's
question really that remains though is
Armed security.
armed security required at a cultivation facility?
I don't believe it is, but we can definitely research that.
I mean, just my 2 cents, it was always my understanding from a distribution or
Manufacturing.
whoever sells it,
Retail?
that the security was there because of the cash, the money,
Correct.
Right.
so on and so forth. Since this is not being sold, so you're not actually transacting cash or money, I'm not so sure that armed security is necessary at cultivation at this point.
It says video surveillance here again. It doesn't say anything about.
Are you not concerned about the security of the
well-
plastic walls?
Yeah, but see, that's the problem, the greenhouses.
Yeah. Of the product itself, not the,
See,
I think
it
we're
says
gonna have to.
armed.
So what do we want to do here? Was this first reading or second reading?
This is going to first.
Well, why don't we move it forward to first reading? We can tweak it in between first reading and second reading and see what we want to do at that point. So we'll still move it forward in its raw form under first reading with the ability to tweak it between this now and the second reading, which will be next month.
Yeah, good, I get it.
Is everyone good with that? Okay. All right.
I appreciate the consideration. Thank you.
Anyone else from the public? Seeing none, can I get a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. All right. Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none.